Not gonna lie, I love when this works out like this. An entire album side, 4 songs. Thank you, Bob. Don't block this, please. Oh, wait, he's still left. Never mind. Hi, guys. Welcome to LibreX. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back to finish up our Alpha Patron Joel's album pick of the month, Bringing It All Back Home by Bob Dylan. We've done the entire electric side now, and now we are going to tackle the entire acoustic side all in one sitting, because it's 4 songs, so why not, right? I've already heard a version of Mr. Tambourine Man, which is still to this day my favorite Bob Dylan song, I think. I think it's at the Newport something festival. It's still my favorite, and I listen to it weekly. Probably more than that. I mean, it's not daily exactly, but at least every couple times every week. It's a great track, and just makes me feel this strange sense of longing and melancholy, and Bob's just good at that, I guess. So today we're going to be listening to 4 tracks. Like I said, Mr. Tambourine Man, Gates of Eden, It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding, and It's Over Now, All Over Now, Baby Blue. And we had an issue with the first video we did for it getting blocked, so I'm hoping this one doesn't get blocked. This has been a great album. The electric side was just so good, man. It's crazy hearing Bob just wail on it like that, you know? Well, not him, but you know what I mean. So, Mr. Tambourine Man, favorite Bob Dylan song. I'm excited to hear the studio one. Let's go. And thank you, Joel, as always, my friend. And I'll link my Mr. Dylan playlist right there if you want to go watch other stuff. And let's go. And if y'all are not subscribed, help a brother out. Click that icon right down there. I'd really appreciate it. I'll give you a second. Go ahead. Okay. All right, here we go. Bob Dylan, Mr. Tambourine Man. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there's no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Though I know that evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me, I am branded on my feet. I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped, my hands can't feel to grip, my toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere, I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dance and spill my way, I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there's no place I'm going to.
Sounds like there's a harp or something
hey,
underneath it.
Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In a jingle jangle morning, I come following you. Though you might hear laughing, spinning, swinging madly across the sun, it's not aimed at anyone, it's just escaping on the run. And but for the sky, there are no fences facing. And if you hear vague traces of skipping reels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, It's just a ragged clown behind. I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just a shadow you're seeing that he's chasing. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I come following you.
My harmonica is just magical, man. It really is. Sorry I've been quiet. I just really like this song.
And take me disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy ruins of time, far past the frozen leaves, the haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Yes, to dance beneath the diamond sky with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I come following you.
What a beautiful song. That still is my favorite of his. That's reinforced it. Gates of Eden.
Of war and peace, the truth just twists its curfew gull, it glides upon four-legged forest clouds. The cowboy angel rides with his candle lit into the sun, though its glow is waxed in black. All except when 'neath the trees of Eden the lamppost stands with folded arms, its iron claws attached to curbs 'neath holes where babies wail, though it shadows metal badge. All in all can only fall with a crashing but meaningless blow. No sound ever comes from the gates of Eden. The savage soldier sticks his head in sand and then complains unto the shoeless hunter who's gone deaf but still remains upon the beach where hound dogs bay at ships with tattooed sails, heading for the gates of Eden.
Every time. Damn harmonica.
With a time-rusted compass blade, Aladdin and his lamp, sits with utopian hermit monks, side saddle on the golden calf, and on their promises of paradise you will not hear a laugh. All except inside the gates of Eden. Relationships of ownership, they whisper in the wings. To those condemned to act accordingly and wait for succeeding kings. And I try to harmonize with songs the lonesome sparrow sings. There are no kings inside the gates of Eden. The motorcycle black Madonna, two-wheel gypsy queen, and her silver-studded phantom caused the gray flannel dwarf to scream as he weeps to wicked birds of prey who pick up on his breadcrumb sins.
I don't know how he is so
and
good
there
with
are
freaking
no
words,
sins inside the gates of Eden.
So talented. Beyond the realm of comprehension.
Of experience and the precious winds they rot. While paupers change possessions, each one wishing for what the other has got. And the princess and the prince discuss what's real and what is not. It doesn't matter inside the gates of Eden. The foreign sun, it squints upon a bed that is never mine. As friends and other strangers from their fates try to resign, leaving men wholly, totally free to do anything they wish to do but die.
Damn.
And there are no trials inside the gates of Eden.
Wow. This one's been escalating. What a story,
At
man.
dawn, my lover comes to me and tells me of her dreams. With no attempts to shovel a glimpse into the ditch of what each one means. At times I think there are no words but these to tell what's true. And there are no truths outside the gates of Eden.
Said outside that time. Very interesting. That was a great track. It's alright, Ma, I'm only bleeding.
Darkness at the break of noon, shadows even the silver spoon, the handmade blade, the child's balloon, eclipses both the sun and moon. To understand you know too soon, there is no sense in trying. Pointed threats they bluff with scorn, suicide remarks are torn from the fool's gold mouthpiece. The hollow horn plays wasted words, proves to warn that he not busy being born is busy dying. Temptation's page flies out the door. You follow, find yourself at war. Watch waterfalls of pity roar. You feel to moan, but unlike before, you discover that you just be one more person crying.
Wow.
So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. It's alright, Ma, I'm only sighing. As some worn victory, some downfall, private reasons, great or small, can be seen in the eyes of those that call to make all that should be killed to crawl, while others say don't hate nothing at all except hatred.
He is on fire in this one, bro.
Disillusion words like bullets bark as human gods aim for their mark, make everything from toy guns that spark to flesh-colored Christs that glow in the dark. It's easy to see without looking too far that not much is really sacred.
Wow.
While preachers preach of evil fates, teachers teach that knowledge waits, can lead to $100 plates. Goodness hides behind its gates, but even the President of the United States sometimes must have to stand naked. And though the rules of the road have been lodged, it's only people's games you got to dodge. And it's alright, Ma, I can make it. Advertising signs that con you into thinking you're the one that can do what's never been done, that can win what's never been won. Meantime, life outside goes on all around you.
This is excellent.
You lose yourself, you reappear. You suddenly find you got nothing to fear. Alone you stand with nobody near, when a trembling distant voice unclear startles your sleeping ears to hear that somebody thinks they really found you.
Wow. Absolute dominance of lyrical ability.
A question in your nerves is lit, yet you know there is no answer fit to satisfy, ensure you not to quit, to keep it in your mind and not forget that it is not he or she or them or it that you belong to. But though the masters make the rules for the wise men and the fools, I got nothing, Ma, to live up to.
I hear that.
For them that must obey authority that they do not respect in any degree, who despise their jobs, their destiny, speak jealously of them that are free, do what they do just to be nothing more than something they invest in. While some on principles baptized to strict party platform ties, social clubs in drag disguise, outsiders they can freely criticize, tell nothing except who to idolize and say God bless him. While one who sings with his tongue on fire gargles in the rat race choir, bent out of shape from society's pliers, cares not to come up any higher, but rather get you down in the hole that he's in.
I'm trying to keep track of this whole thing. It's becoming more difficult.
No harm, nor put fault on anyone that lives in a vault. But it's alright, Ma, if I can't please him.
Big religion vibes in this. Or fighting it. In a way.
Old lady judges watch people in pairs, limited in sex they dare to push fake morals, insult and stare, while money doesn't talk, it swears. Obscenity, who really cares? Propaganda, all is phony.
Bob knew.
While them that defend what they cannot see with a killer's pride, security, it blows their minds most bitterly. For them that think death's honesty won't fall upon them naturally, life sometimes must get lonely. My eyes collide head-on with stuffed graveyards, false goals. I scuff at pettiness which plays so rough. Walk upside down inside handcuffs, kick my legs to crash it off. Say, okay, I've had enough. What else can you show me? And if my thought dreams could be seen, they'd probably put my head in a guillotine.
I knew that was coming.
All right, Ma. It's life and life only.
Ain't that the truth, Bob? Relax. We don't make it out alive. Sorry to ruin the ending. It's all over now, baby blue. What an album, dude.
You must leave now. Take what you need, you think will last. But whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast. He understands your orphan with his gun, crying like a fire in the sun. Look out, the saints are coming through, and it's all over now, baby blue. The highway is for gamblers, better use your sense. Take what you have gathered from coincidence. The empty-handed painter from your streets is drawing crazy patterns on your sheets. The sky too is folding under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. All your seasick sailors, they're all rowing home.
Well, this is the first time we've had another instrument on
Your
this side.
empty-handed army is all going home.
Or player, other than
Your
Bob.
lover who just walked out the door has taken all his blankets from the floor. The carpet too is moving under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. Leave your stepping stones behind, there's something that calls for you. Forget the dead you've left, they will not follow you. The vagabond who's rapping at your door is standing in the clothes that you once wore.
Wow.
Strike another match, go start anew, and it's all over now, baby blue.
Well, it's all over now, baby blue. I mean, come on. That was amazing. What an album side, man. Like, seriously, though, that was some of the best work of America's best modern poet, in a way, you know? At least on this kind of folk, acoustic, electric, whatever you want to call his music, you know? Just, I don't know. It's definitely rock and roll on the first side, and then this side is definitely back to his folk, you know, roots, whatever you want to call them, the way, whatever he started with. Um, and what I don't understand how one can have such dominance over the English language. Like, I thought that I was eloquent and well spoken until I listened to Bob Dylan. I don't know anything. I know nothing, bro. I mean, it's not even the way he rhymes the words, it's the way he sets the stanzas up and everything. Like, it's like Chekhov's gun sometimes within the lyrics itself, and he'll set it up in the very first line or two and then like resolve it by the end, and then he'll use the same framework of what, not his cadence, but whatever his delivery of the words are in, and he kind of just keeps doing the same thing, and then he finally resolves it in the end. I think that's really cool, especially with the acoustic stuff. It seems like it all revolves around something. But I mean, every last word is just, I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever heard someone speak and sound so well spoken and so, I don't know what the word is, so soulful. Is that the word? I don't know what the word would be for this. Like, it's so, it's not straight to the point. That's not, I don't know how to describe it. It's very blunt but not blunt at the same time, you know? Like, cuz he's got so much nuance to the lyrics, but then like sometimes the message itself of what he's trying to get across is very blunt. But the way that he builds that, it's intricate as hell. Every last word means something. It's not wasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sets everything up so perfectly. And that's just the lyrics. That's not his voice or the acoustic or the harmonica. And then speaking of, who was that other person in that last song? Okay, so it was William E. Lee on the bass, and It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. That was the only other instrument on that song other than the acoustic guitar and harmonica. That song was the one that got me. It's Alright Mom, Only Bleeding. Written in the summer of 64, first performed live in October of 64. Then it was recorded January 15th in 1965. And it is described by his biographer as a grim masterpiece. The song features some of Dylan's most memorable lyrical images. Among the well-known lines sung in the song are He not busy being born is busy dying. Money doesn't talk, it swears. Although the masters make the rules for the wise men and the fools, but even the president of the United States sometimes must have to stand naked. That was a really good. That was the one that really sealed it for me. Was that long one? The way that he just, oh my God, he does paint such a vivid image in your mind just with words alone. I think the acoustic and the harmonica definitely add to the, your mind doing its work, but at the same time, I think it's the lyrics that really, really drive it. And you guys have been saying that the whole time. I know that. Some of y'all have said just ignore the instrumentals altogether. And I just can't do that. My brain won't let me. But I think it is kind of just a framework for his poetry, just a way for him to deliver his message, whatever he's, feeling, and he's so good at it. And he stood up for, it felt like so many people in that song, while also coming for religion and organized religion and people in general that sell salvation, basically, which is, it's not possible, it's not a thing that, it's the whole snake oil salesman thing, but just on a very larger scale. That's basically what organized religion is. It's, as they say, the opiate of the masses. And it's funny. It's like the, it's like the methadone clinic. You got to go every week. You got to get your take homes with you and everything. I doubt any of you guys know what I'm talking about, but you have to go all the time for that if you're on that stuff. But at the same time, as I always say, there's two sides to each story, and I think that religion is the basis of a lot of things that allow us to see past just what's in front of us. You know, it's a good way of expanding one's mind and knowledge to know that there are said forces probably out of our control. I'm not saying God, you know, not like that, but we're not the only things that work, I feel like sometimes. There's just too many things. There's too many coincidences. Just for me alone, just for myself, I can't imagine the rest of the world and all the coincidences that happen for everybody. No, there's things at play I think that we don't even fully comprehend, but it's not our job to. We play our role. All the world's a stage, as they say, and everyone's playing their role. Yeah, I guess as you grow up, you kind of realize everyone's kind of just, winging it. Nobody knows what they're doing, you know what I mean? And it's just everyone's kind of, like I always say, bumping into each other and everything, and that's it, and we just die. It's crazy, we always talk about animals and what they do, and we examine them, and we know all this about what they do and that, but we don't examine ourselves, I feel like, on a third person level. Like I always say, I wish we had some kind of intelligent species to observe us and to tell us what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always the third person or the person that's seeing you from not you. You can never really see yourself within yourself unless you really try. There's so many problems we have. There's so many things that we could be doing better, but we choose to fight and bicker over like the dumbest stuff. It's like there's so many problems in the world, like the world's on fire and we're arguing about this or that or the other, and it's all a distraction. It's all trying to keep people divided so we can continually be conquered, like over and over and over. It doesn't matter who's in power. It's not them, actually. It's just a face. It's all it is. It doesn't matter who they elect. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing since the 50s, at least. It's just been, we go back and forth and back and forth, or it's the illusion of going back and forth, and in reality we're just going one way and we just don't see it. You kind of have to look at things, like I said, from a third person and look at all the stuff. It's like, it's a lot of coincidences. That's very strange that this 40 years ago happened, so this could happen now. You know what I'm saying? If that didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened. And I don't know. Maybe I should be like a quantum physicist or something, man. I'm just kidding. I'd say It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding was my favorite song on it, but that's really hard. On this side, definitely, but that was better than this version of Mr. Tambourine Man. But that Newport version, or whatever, the festival one, that one is still my favorite Bob Dylan song. I don't care. And then that one would be in a third, and then honestly I would put It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding in the second spot. That's funny too, because I go back to these songs. She Belongs to Me's in the top 5 too. Like honestly, a lot of my favorite songs by him are on this album. And we haven't listened to a lot of his stuff. We've listened to a good little bit, but not a lot. This is the first full album we've done, and I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. Thank you so much, Joel. That was great. But yeah, side 1, She Belongs to Me, definitely my favorite. Side 2, It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding. Man, Gates of Eden, man, that's like another one that what I said, like he kind of just sets up like a framework in which his lyrics are going to operate, and then he just starts something in the beginning and like resolves it by the end. I feel like that's a very interesting way about writing, especially song lyrics. That's a usual writing trope in like writing and poetry and such. But he incorporated it into actual music and such, and I think it's a signature style, basically. And he kind of fluctuates, and he doesn't really know exactly who he is, it feels like, but he does. It's so strange. Like, it feels like he's so lost, but he's so found at the same time. It's like, I guess that's that balance that I keep talking about. You got to balance being lost and balance being found at the same time, We're getting real deep in this video. Good God, I should probably relax. It's just Bob Dylan, bro. Well, no, that's probably why I'm so deep with it. He thinks very deeply about things, and so do I. Unfortunately, my thoughts are kind of fragmented, so I'll say like one thing 2 minutes like previously, and then I'll start talking about something else, and then resolve it 2 minutes later. My brain just is weird, bro. But I liked, obviously, Mr. Tambourine Man too. That's, like I said, my favorite Dylan song. That version, not my favorite. Still great, obviously, not anything like that, but it's just, it doesn't beat that Newport, whatever one, festival. That was such a great performance. I don't know if it's the video or just like that version of the song that really does it for me, but yeah, hands down, my favorite. So, She Belongs to Me, favorite on side one, and then side two, It's Alright Mom, Only Bleeding. Great album overall. I cannot wait to listen to more Dylan. If you have any other albums you think I'd like, if a song, anything like that, there'll be like a pinned comment in the top of the thread. If you want to leave it there, I'd be much appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. That was excellent. Now I'm going to go ponder it and see what else I can come up with, and then I'll talk about it in the chat tomorrow. Maybe. See ya. Hold on. Just wait. Just wait a second. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. There's a really cool Patreon community that we have. If you want to come check us out, there's a link in the description. We'd love to have you. If you have a request, anything like that, the requesting will open up on August 30th, so the last day of the month for the month of September. But you can also send it in via PayPal if Patreon's not your gig. That is also in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.